Aries horoscope for February 2020. Welcome, dear friends. This is your monthly horoscope, which will prepare you with the most important astrology events for February and how they will impact your sun or rising sign in Aries. So, the most important events of the month are the fact that Mercury will turn retrograde. We don't have to freak out. This is something which happens on a regular basis, but we still need to talk about it and prepare to know what would be a positive thing to do, what we should avoid doing. Mercury will be retrograde in Pisces, which is a very special spiritual position. There is also another aspect which is extremely important, the sextile between Jupiter and Neptune, one which is quite rare and which also provokes the topic about spiritual growth, abundance, healing, and there will be a new moon in Pisces as well. So overall, the topic of the month is about spirituality, about healing, about taking better care of yourself, maybe slowing down a little bit, spending more time for reflection, and of course, if you need that, you may heal the past, you may set some problems from your past and prepare for the brighter future. Mars is also gonna make an ingression, which will change overall the focus of our actions, our activities, and Venus will ingress your sign. That would be an important and positive impact for you during the month. So let's dive deep into each of the astrology events day by day and prepare you properly. On the 2nd of February, we begin with a very nice aspect between Venus in your 12th house and Pluto in your 10th house. Very nice aspect for empowerment when it comes to your work and your business and doing something passionately, something that you love, something you are inspired, something that really brings you joy. So that can be both very productive aspect and at the same time you may feel like it's emotionally nurturing for you. After that, on the 3rd of February, Venus, still in your 12th house, will have a positive aspect, this time with Saturn in your 10th house. So the topics are the same: career, inspiration, investing some emotions in what you are doing, but also this can be financially beneficial, especially when it comes to results of your business and efforts. On the 3rd of February, Mercury is also ingressing your 12th house. This is a very spiritual position, very positive one for reflection, for spending more time on your own and listening more to your intuition. For spiritual work, this position of Mercury is also beneficial. I'm just reminding you that later during the month, Mercury will be retrograde and it will happen again in your 12th house. Then on the 5th, Mercury in 12th house is having a positive aspect with Uranus in your 2nd house. This is a very nice combination for some new ideas, for more inspiration, but also those original interesting ideas can be applied in practice. You can materialize them, you can turn them into something concrete. So your mind can be extra productive. It's both related to some intuition, some emotion involved, but at the same time, all of that brings the practical results that 2nd house can bring you. And on the 7th, Venus is moving in your 1st house. Venus ingresses Aries. What a wonderful position for love, for relationships, for finding more time for entertainment. Great time for new dates, great time to partner with others, and also to feel more attractive. One of the important topics of Venus in the 1st house is self-love. So I highly recommend you to focus on that, to appreciate yourself more, and to praise yourself for the things you have achieved, Especially when it comes to women, this could be a very nice position that can make them more feminine and expressing their emotions easier. Then on the 9th, we have the full moon, which will be in your 5th and 11th house. Time to find the balance between our own desires and the desires of the group we are part of. Also to find the balance between the mind and the heart. One of the greatest periods to do that. This is a nice time also to let go of things you no longer need when it comes to emotions or love or some unhealthy habits or relationships, friendships, all of that. Just let it go easily and without pressure. This full moon can really allow you to do that. Then on the 16th, we have two of the most important events of the month. First of all, Mercury turns retrograde in your 12th house, and it will be retrograde as usual for around 3 weeks. So until the end of February, Mercury is retrograde. This is a very positive period for you for reflection, for diving deeper into your own feelings, exploring the past, letting go of the past as well, healing the past. You might find yourself more introverted, needing more time on your own, and that's okay. Don't push yourself. Instead, just relax. Don't try to socialize too much with others. Probably it won't be that nurturing for you. What you really need is self-connection and healing during the time. But overall, this position of Mercury in 12th house will probably won't bring something material or something that you really have to be careful of. This is more on a spiritual, on an emotional level. The other event on the 16th, Mars ingressing in your 10th house. That's a big one. Mars stays in one sign for approximately 2 months. So during the next 2 months, you would have the opportunity to be more proactive when it comes to your career, your business, to take some new steps. Be cautious while Mercury is retrograde, but it might be something that you're just passionate about, something that brings you more freedom, something that's related to taking certain risks as well when it comes to business, social projects, communication with authorities. Just take the initiative and do the needed steps. This is a very productive period for business with Mars in 10th house. And on the 18th of February, the sun will ingress your 12th house. This is also the beginning of a period which is very positive for relaxation, for more reflection, maybe making a reassessment of the past 1 year, preparing yourself for the new beginning, which would come in during March. But for now, focus on the spiritual part of your life, of your needs, of your emotions, and complete the things that have been important during the past 1 year. You just have to take the decision. You're either completing it or you're letting it go. You're just leaving it in the past. That's a very positive period for completion. And on the 20th of February, we have the other major event of the month, one which is very positive, which honestly I'm so excited about. Jupiter in your 10th house will have a positive aspect with Neptune in 12th house. Incredible opportunity for growth, for expansion by using your intuition, by using some spiritual guidance or helping other people through your work, through your social activities, through your business. Why not? Wonderful time. Just use this creativity, use this inspiration. Don't be afraid to be generous, to help other people unconditionally. It's worth it. It's also helping you, even if you don't realize it right now. This is a great time for setting some goals, be more creative about that, and overall to do something that you enjoy, something that's emotionally nurturing you, but at the same time has also a social impact on other people as well. So definitely one of the greatest aspects of the month. I would say even of the whole year, because that's an aspect which is quite rare. And on the 21st of February, you have one of the most productive aspects of the whole month. Mars in 10th house in positive connection with Uranus in 2nd house, which is especially beneficial when it comes to work, business, and finances. Finding the resources to invest in your business, having new ideas, what you can start, what you can do related to work and business, but also providing financial resources. Inspirational, great aspect to take new steps, to make certain changes, be excited, be empowered, and also trying new things, be more original in your approach. Very productive for business, work, and finances. And on the 22nd of February, another positive aspect that includes Uranus in your 2nd house, but this time with the Sun in your 12th house. Great position for more inspiration, for more guidance, intuition, which you can use to create something material, something that potentially can bring financial results, or something concrete which you can create that will have a measurable, visible impact for you and possibly for other people as well. The same aspect is also beneficial for spiritual work, for having some new exciting ideas which you can apply in reality. And the 23rd of February comes with a challenging aspect between Venus in your 1st house and Jupiter in your 10th house. Time to redefine your values and your goals, to be more in alignment with your own desires, and also focus on career. Maybe something needs to be changed. Maybe you need to work harder for the things that you want. There might be some kind of emotional frustration as well, but that's the type of frustration that really pushes you to make changes. So overall, the impact can be positive. And the other major event is the new moon in your 12th house. The new beginning period for starting new things. We still remember Mercury's retrograde, so probably that's not something brand new, but it might be restarting something. It might be related to spirituality or some self-work that you are doing, or things that you do privately, which are not visible for other people yet. And the 24th of February comes with another positive aspect between Mars in your 10th house and the Sun in 12th house. Great aspect for more empowered actions and desire to do something independently, probably work related, but also it could be about your spiritual practice, about your own private life. But overall, those are two fire planets which have a positive connection, which means take action, be in alignment with your own desires, pay attention to your own needs, especially when it comes to your work and your spiritual life. On the 25th of February, we also have an interesting conjunction between Mercury retrograde and the Sun in your 12th house. Great time for self-analysis, for reflection of the past, having some new ideas, going deeper into the meaning of something. Inspiration, new ideas which come from the past as well. And again, the main topic is spiritual work and healing and reflection. On the 26th of February, Mercury retro in 12th house is having a positive connection with Mars in your 10th house. Ideas from the past might come back into your mind, which you can use when it comes to your work and your business plans. Those ideas can be very interesting, can be very intuitive, but it's also important to take action, to be proactive. It's also a very positive aspect to restart negotiations related to business, to work, or to restart certain plans also related to your business. And the very last aspect of the month, on the 28th, we have a square, which is a challenging aspect between Venus in your first house and Pluto in 10th house. This aspect can create strong emotions, can bring emotional intensity to a very high point. And this is also an aspect which can make you very passionate about doing something. But you still need to be cautious for possible confrontations, especially at work with women, and you may overall, emotionally overreact. So be more in touch with your feelings. Don't wait until you cannot stand things anymore, because probably that's the time when you explode. Instead, try to use that for making some changes or defining your own position and your own boundaries. The other aspect during the day is a positive connection between Mercury retro in 12th house and Uranus in your second house. This is a positive aspect for reassessment, for some ideas that you may reapply when it comes to practical material stuff, inspiration that helps you to do something concrete, something practical. Excuse me. So overall, that's the picture for February. Don't forget the key events: Mercury retrograde, which brings more focus on the inner self or inner work because it's in Pisces, and the sextile between Jupiter and Neptune. I believe that those are the most important events. And of course, the new moon in Pisces. All of that asks us to focus on spiritual work, healing, reflection, self-connection. So I hope this was helpful. I would love to hear your thoughts, what you're going through. Leave that in the comments, and till I'll see you next time.